Hello, Scorpio. This is going to be your Where's This Relationship Going reading for April. I hope you're doing well. This is just a general love reading for Scorpios. It's not going to resonate with every single Scorpio. If it does resonate with you, that's great. But if it doesn't, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I've already pre-shuffled the deck. I just need to lay out your spread. I'll go ahead and put a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins, and we'll just speed through this part. Okay, Scorpio. So let's jump into your reading. I'm going to read the top row as your energy and the bottom as your partner's. Please keep in mind that energy is interchangeable. So if you resonate more with the second row, just switch the roles. Okay. Let's start out here with how you two feel about one another. I'll go ahead and preface this by saying, this really feels like this is going to be for, Scorpios who really felt like they were left hanging by someone. It could have been ghosting, could have just been someone who completely just emotionally distanced from them. So let's jump into it. How you feel about this person is the Four of Wands. It feels like you feel like this person is like your divine counterpart. I think this is the person that you want to be with, that you feel like you're destined to be with, that you feel like you could create a wonderful home together with the Four of Wands energy. This is a person that you'd want to marry, you'd want to commit to. You really see like a happiness that's possible with this connection, and that's what you saw. And that's how you feel about this person. The way that they're feeling about you right now is the Queen of Swords. It's a very cold energy. So that's why I feel like either this person has completely ghosted you, or they cut themselves off emotionally to you for some reason. It's Libra energy, so you could be dealing with a Libra. But there's a strong energy where this person there's some energy here of someone who is either fed up with someone, or fed up, reached a breaking point, or saw something that made them decide to kind of cut off their energy. There's something going on here where this person almost as if they just completely just pulled out completely of this connection for something. Almost as some truth could have come to them, or some information could have come to them that made them pull out of this connection. Let's see here how you both feel about the relationship. You feel the Three of Pentacles. You feel like this is a relationship that could work, that you want to make work, that you feel like could work, that you feel like could lead to something if both parties invested in it. You feel like there's collaboration that could really lead to something really, really great with this person. There's an energy here too, because you've got the apprentices here working for the master. It feels like there's an energy here where you could have put this person on a bit of a pedestal because of who they represented to you. Almost as if you treated them better than you would treat, someone else who was in your life romantically, because you really felt like this was the person that you were being divinely led to. Now, how they feel about this relationship is the Five of Wands. It's Leo energy, so it could be a Leo. This person feels like there's a lot of conflict with you. Either they felt like they argued, they had to fuss a lot, or you guys argued a lot. You couldn't come you just weren't on the same page. You had different ideas about things. There is also an energy here of a person who cuts things out when things become difficult or challenging. So something could have become kind of challenging for them in this connection. And that could have been the reason why they kind of pulled back their energy. There's energy of something challenging here. Now, what you want from the relationship is the Judgment. It's clear you want another chance at this. You want the opportunity to manifest what it is that you feel and you see that, you know, is possible with this connection with the Judgment. You want to bring this relationship back from the dead with the Judgment card. Now, what they want from this relationship is the Two of Pentacles. So it's interesting here. There's very strong Capricorn energy here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but yes, very strong Capricorn energy. But they're still, even though they've cut you off, you know, there's something about this where they didn't want to deal with some type of situation. They still are juggling whether they want this connection with the Two of Pentacles and what they want from it. They're still not exactly sure what they want from this connection. Even though they cut you out seemingly like they didn't want this connection, there's still something that they're weighing in their mind. Huh. So there's an outward coldness to this person, but inside it feels like they keep going back and forth as to whether they want to engage in this relationship or not. So it's like this isn't a final decision for them. Even though it may feel like it, they're still kind of juggling it. Some of them may be questioning why maybe they feel like they made a rash decision or something like that, and they're trying to figure out, you know, whether or not they made the wrong decision, it feels like. Now, what you guys can do to improve this connection, you both have major arcana here, so these would need to be major changes that you would have to make. For you, Scorpio, you're getting the Hermit card. So it's telling you to pull back your own energy. Since this person pulled back theirs, it's telling you to kind of take this time to take care of yourself. Look within, find the answers that you need within, and do some self-analysis. This might be a really good time for you to really kind of realign yourself spiritually with this Hermit energy. But definitely it's calling on you to kind of like pull back your energy. As much as you may feel like there's a strong energy that like this person doesn't really know what this connection could be or what it is. And you may already, but it's calling on you now that the action that you need to take is no action towards this person. It's saying, you know, don't call, don't text, don't, you know, reach out, don't do any of that. Let them come to their own realizations on their own. And you come to yours. Now, what it's calling on them to do to improve the relationship is the Devil card. I feel like this is twofold. I feel like because the Devil card talks about temptation, things that you're bound to. It feels like this is a connection that they are in some way bound to in the spiritual realm, which is why they're juggling this, even though kind of they want to. They're not ready to deal with this connection. They want to let it go. It feels like there's some acknowledgement that needs to come in on their part of the fact that there is a tie here between the two of you. But what they can do to improve on this connection is to eliminate some kind of toxic behavior that they've exhibited in their connection. There's something about this person that they need to address what is toxic in them that could have caused this conflict or confusion. It feels like this was a person who thinks that whatever conflict or confusion that you had was completely your fault. They need to own up to their part in this, in the mess. They need to own up to their part with this Devil energy. Now, the most likely outcome for the month is the Hangman. There's not going to be a lot of movement here in the actual connection. It feels like both of you are going to kind of retreat to your own corners. That's your advice to do. And it feels like there's not going to be a ton of communication. You guys are going to be coming to your own realizations on your own, allowing kind of the universe to kind of do its work, essentially. It's going to cause, though, both of you, it feels like, to start to see this relationship in a completely new way, because the Hangman talks about seeing things from a different perspective. You're both going to start to see this relationship in a completely different way, and it's going to potentially adjust the way that you guys, and it feels like this is not really over. It feels like it's going to adjust the way that you guys deal with each other in the future. Your advice card is the Two of Cups. So for the best outcome here, it really feels like you guys need to meet on an even playing field. The Two of Cups talks about a mutual sharing of love and affection. And it feels like both of you have to go through whatever realizations are necessary this month, so that when it feels like, I mean, they're still juggling, you want to rekindle this. It feels like once you guys get the lessons that you need, it feels like your advice is going to be to make sure that when this comes together, that you both want the same things, that your feelings are in the same place, that you see each other in the same way, you acknowledge who you are to one another, that you express that clearly, especially when it comes to your emotions, that you're both expressing that clearly to one another, and that love is shared in balance equally. So I hope that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I'll talk to you soon.